Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Let's see how we whip this one up. All right, I got this off of All Recipes. And I really tweaked it differently for myself because I make these for my kid. I love them too. My wife doesn't like chicken wings with barbecue sauce. So it calls for a half a cup of butter in your saucepan. So we got that in there. And we're gonna make up the first of this to get it in the crock pot, and then it finishes off in the oven. So then the next thing you're gonna need is 1 bottle, 12 ounce of like Frank's hot sauce, what you want. So what I have here is 12 ounce regular Frank's. They got whatever you like. So we pour that in there. And then what I like to do is I add a little water in here and then shake that up to get the last of it. Then it's all cleaned up and I can put this right in my recycle. Think smarter, right everybody? So then it calls for 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. So I have my 2 tablespoons right here. Everybody, this is going to be a test, brand new opening. Today's date is, well, let me stop that. My stopwatch that's been running forever. 12/24 of 23. Let's see how long it takes me to use this bottle up. It's good until 26. I'll probably use it up by 25. I don't use a lot of Worcester. So let's put 2 of that in there. Boom. So we got that in there. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons of dry oregano. I have that right here. So there's 1. And there's 2. So that one's done. We'll put that off to the side. Then it calls for onion powder. But y'all know I don't like that. I like the granules. I got this big monster right here just because this is what I use to make my SBGO. So it calls 2 of that. So 1, 2. All right, and then it calls for garlic powder. I go with the granules. So we're gonna put 2 of that in there too. 1, 2. All right. This is so open of how you want to do it because of all the different ways that you can go with different seasonings, so on and so forth. Now, what I like to do, where it's not in the recipe, is then I take my barbecue sauce, like Sweet Baby Ray's. So my son wanted to try this Hawaiian. I never had it before. Let's do a little taste on that. Boy, that's really sweet. All right, then what I do is I put just about half of that bottle in with this mixture. That is really, really sweet. Not my favorite. You could taste the pineapple. A little bit, yeah. That's a little different. Hawaiian style barbecue sauce. So this is the 18 ounce. I use about a half a bottle of that. So now what this says to do is to combine all this in, put this over medium heat, bring it to a boil, reduce the heat to low, and simmer for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna get this going over here just like what they said. Whisk that all up. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. Also, I add 1 teaspoon, not 2, just 1, of the dill in this. I'm just a dill freak, everybody. I just love dill. I think it gives such a great flavor. So that's how we do it. Now what we're gonna do is get your Crock-Pot. And you put your chicken in here on high for 2 hours. Then you put your chicken in here, you get this going, and you pour this mixture over your chicken. Okay, everybody? for 2 hours on high, then 2 hours on low. Then you put it in your oven at 400 degrees. You grease up your things, and then you make up another sauce, and we'll do that, and then you brush it. You know, you get them crispy and everything else like this. So we're going to get this going with the chicken right now. I just turned her on high, so she's getting warm. Let me get over here and stir this up real quick. This barbecue hot sauce with the seasoning, with the butter and everything else. This is starting to melt up and blend and release those flavors. Oh yeah. That smells good. It does. Let's let that go for a little bit. Now, I'm going to turn that back down to warm because I don't have it to pour over yet. I got 5 pounds of chicken legs on sale for $29. Well, I had to go to the grocery store, and they had sale on ham, everybody, for 79 cents for a shank if you bought $30. Well, hey, here you go. I bought $30 and I got my ham real cheap. 5. This calls for 4, so we're going to add a little bit more to it. So we're going to get that in there. There's a little bit of that frozen. Make sure that they're thawed. Okay. I got all the extra ice out of there. So those are not bad. 5 pounds. That's going to be a lot of yumminess. Now, this is for parties, Super Bowls, football. You got March Madness coming up. This is what's so good about it. So let's get back over here. She's starting to boil, everybody. Okay, so what I like to do too, because it's a little sweet, I'm going to throw a little Cajun, crazy Cajun in here and mix this up. And I'm going to put a little SPGO in here. Now, salt and pepper is basically, that's salt, pepper, garlic, onion. Okay, right here. Give this a mix up. Oh, there's a chunk of ice we can get rid of. And there's another one. I thought I got all the ice out. Okay. So now that's given a nice little coating of the Cajun. Put a little bit more in there. This is going to give it that oomph. Ooh, airborne, everybody. So there we go. All right. And there's a lot more water in here than normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. Not if I touch the side right here. Like that. I'm going to drain a little bit additional out. Due to the fact that I thought I had it pretty well thawed out. You know what I'm saying? But the chicken was frozen. There we go. That's 1,000 times better, everybody. I'm going to put that down right there. Mix that up. Now that's getting a nice seasoning all over it. And we are all done over here. What we're doing is we're rendering this down. We have it on high. Oh, that smells so good, everybody. I'm going to keep this right off to the side and taste that in a second. Pour that right on over, everybody. All right. Come here, you. Let's get all of that in there, right? Oh, look at that. Ooh, wow. Get that all coated. Yeah. Let's get that all coated. Now we got the sweetness of the Hawaiian in there. We have the seasoning. We got it a little bit thicker, you know. by rendering it down, boiling it. Okay. Let's take a taste of this. Ooh, that's really good. It's got a nice flavor. I like the Cajun in it with the, you get a bite, everybody, okay? Not overpowering, it's very flavorful. And then get a little Worcestershire, garlic, onion, a hint of dill. And then the sweetness of the Hawaiian bubbles up at the end. That can be, I might eat these, everybody. So, that's damn good. Maybe that Hawaiian will work out. I like the sweetness at the end there. Wow, everybody. Okay, we're gonna put the lid on. 2 hours. After that, low for 2 hours. After that, then we put her in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. And then we'll have these all crisped up. Okay, everybody, we had to go to church, so we just got back. So we're gonna get to the rest of this recipe. Now in this recipe, they say take another half a stick of butter and another bottle of Frank's hot sauce and put this on the oven, okay, or on top of the stove, and let this go for about 20 minutes. You're trying to get it thicker, and then you brush this on. So I do it a little different. I put the butter in it, preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and that's what it is at right now, with greased several baking sheets. Well, I'm gonna put a little cooking spray on that, everybody. And I got the shiny part up, so it reflects the heat a little bit more. So I put a half a cup of butter in there, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the Sweet Baby Ray's chalupa honey. And I'm gonna put about half of the bottle in there. Just like that. And then what I'm gonna do, everybody, is I'm gonna take 2 cups of the drippings from the Crock-Pot. Oh, just look at that steam. Oh, that looks so good. So we're gonna get down into there. We're gonna put that in there. And one more. That's about 1 full cup. Let's go just a tad more. Just like that. And we're gonna whisk that up. And then we're gonna have this simmer, render down and get thicker. So let's give this a good. This is gonna give the Frank's, the Hawaiian, the butter in here, and we're gonna go put that right on the stovetop. We're gonna let this simmer. Let's take a taste. Oh, that's really good, everybody. Let's get this going. We're gonna put that on about medium. Now comes the fun part, everybody. We don't want this to get all falling apart because this is so tender, it's not even funny. So we're just gonna grab some paper plates. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna scoop, drain out. There we go. We're gonna scoop. Remember, this was an extra pound. Oh, look how gorgeous those look. All right, we're gonna leave that like that. We're gonna put these on the first tray. Spread these out. Ooh, I might get away with just one. Yeah, they're falling apart, everybody. Oh, wow, is that tender. Yeah. Great flavor. So what happens is once we get this in the oven, these will crisp up. These have been soaking and slowly cooking. And I know I had to let it go a little bit longer, but I put it on low or, warm just to keep them going. Now I'm going to have to do 2 trays, everybody. Didn't realize that's a lot of chicken wings. Oh, these are so good, everybody. They just fell apart. That's why you do it on high for 2 hours and then do it on low for 2 hours. But I got a late start again. So even though I messed that up a little bit, it's still we could still save it. Put some like that. Put some over here like that. Just look at that, just fall apart. These are all crisp up. Okay. I'm sorry, you have to be eaten. Let's get this. Ooh. Hot chicken wings, Bird and Daddy. These are just a snack for my kid. So when he's playing his games, he could throw these in. All right, so everybody, look at that, just fall apart. That's a great flavor right there. Wow. A little ranch, a little blue cheese. I could see eating these just like this. Yeah, I can. Wow, that's really good barbecue sauce. All right, I basted them. I pulled them out. Look at that. So look how beautiful those are. We're going to have the taste test. Guinea pig 1 and guinea pig 2. So let's get them. Oh, it's like molten lava. Ooh, that is tender, delicious.
But the good type of lava, right?
Come on over. So guinea pig is Kevin. This is for Kevin. There's Sky, his girlfriend. Yeah, Kevin, it's really hot. This came out of the oven.
No. The other bone.
What do you think?
It's got the right sweetness and spice to it.
Amazing.
There you go, everybody. See how simple that is? He's going to put these in containers. Where are the containers?
I didn't know where you wanted those.
He's going to put them in like these so he could have several meals when you game, right? Now, do you want that extra barbecue sauce, that thickened up?
Yeah, show that off.
Just like that. So we could put those in here and maybe sprinkle some more, but this is like molten lava. So let's get this all wrapped up and we'll recap here very shortly. Boom. There you go. This is simple, awesome, slow-cooked buffalo wings. They would have came out a lot better if I could have stayed on it a little bit harder, but we had to go to church at 7:30. This would have been done at 7:45. So it is 10 o'clock now. So, hey, do all that great stuff. Like, subscribe. Love to have you on the channel. Put some comments down. Tell me what you think. Those are really good. They had a couple of them already. Hit the notification so if any new recipes come up, you can be notified. We really appreciate everything. Y'all have a great day, a great week. Tomorrow's going to be so busy. The wife is right over here cutting up the relish tray. You know, cheese, sausage, and crackers. So, oh, horseradish cheese. Can't wait. We'll see y'all later. Have a great one. Until the next recipe, cooking with me in my kitchen. That's John. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.